One.
All right, so today we will be talking about the periodic table, elements, atoms, and compounds. So first, this very attractive young man over here on the left is named Dmitry Mendeleev, and he is the one who created the periodic table, which hopefully we still have in our notebooks. So now you're asking yourself, well, what is the periodic table? Well, the periodic table shows all known elements in the universe. All of these elements are in order based on their number of protons. Their number of protons is like their DNA. So like your DNA makes you you and makes you unique. The number of protons in an element makes that element unique. So like carbon, if you look over on the right, you can see that picture of carbon and the number above it is 6. So carbon has 6 protons, and no other element can have 6 protons because only carbon has it. It makes carbon carbon. And you see nitrogen over to the right of carbon has 7 protons because the 7's above it. So no other element can have 7 protons because that would make it nitrogen. And the periodic table also organizes the elements based on their chemical properties, which you'll learn more about in 7th and 8th grade. All right, so how do you read the periodic table? So this is an element square on the periodic table. The top number is the atomic number, that's 6, and that is the number of protons, which is how the periodic table is arranged. You have the chemical symbol, which is the capital C that you see there, the name, carbon, underneath it, self-explanatory, and then the atomic weight, which is how much mass it has, and that is at the bottom, and that's at 12.01 number. All right, so what is the atomic number? This is the number of protons found in the nucleus of an atom. So the number of protons is found in the nucleus of an atom. Remember how cells have a nucleus in the middle? Atoms have a nucleus as well in the middle of them, and that you find protons and neutrons there. And the number of protons is how all elements are ordered on the periodic table. Hint, hint, I've said this twice. It is very important. All right, so what is the symbol? It's an abbreviation of the element name. So carbon gets the capital C. What is the atomic weight? This is the number of protons and the number of neutrons in the nucleus of an atom. So in that nucleus, kind of like a cell has a nucleus, an atom has a nucleus with protons and neutrons. Oh, it's our favorite time of the day. Recap time. So our first recap time question: how are the elements on the periodic table organized? The next question: what is an atomic symbol? And last but certainly not least, what is the atomic number of an element? What does it tell us about that element? All right, so elements, compounds, and mixtures. We will not talk too much about mixtures. I think you've had it in previous grades. If not, I'll kind of show you what they look like with some pictures down below. So what is an element? So we know they're on a table somewhere, but what are they? It's a substance composed, which means made of, a single kind of atom, only one type of atom. It's a pure substance. It cannot be broken down into another smaller substance by chemical or physical means. It means it is one thing, and I cannot make it anything else. I can't make it smaller. I can't take it apart because if I have it and I have carbon or I have oxygen, I can't make it into something else by breaking it down. It is what it is. Now, what is a compound? So if you looked back at the element picture, it was just one thing. Now in a compound, I have 2 different colored dots going on there representing 2 or more atoms. So a compound is a substance in which 2 or more different elements are chemically bonded together. So this could possibly represent H2O, which we all love, drink lots of it. Our body's made of it. We have that water. So you have the hydrogen, H2, which would represent those red hydrogens, bonded to an oxygen, which is the blue. So that could be H2O represented there. It's a compound because it's made of 2 or more different elements. And then what is a mixture? This is 2 or more substances that are mixed together but not bonded together. So if you look over on the right at the picture, you have elements or substances that are not bonded together. They're just free ranging, and there has to be 2 or more of them. The difference there, the compound, they're actually bonded together. Oh, another recap time. So on the next few slides, you need to write out if the material is an element, compound, or a mixture. The next slide, the one following this recap time slide, you need to copy that table down in your journal and answer it. So here's the table that you're going to be writing down. You're going to write the material down. You're going to write what it's made up of, and then you're going to decide on this table only if it is an element or a compound. And you can just put an E or a C. So you're just going to read through water, which is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. You're just going to put E or C. And you will do that for all of the materials listed in the table. Whoa, backing up. Okay, so now on the rest of these slides, there's just pictures. And all you're going to do is number the pictures in your journal. So this will be number 1. And you're going to number them, and you just put an E, C, or an M. Is it an element, is it a compound, or is it a mixture? So looking at that picture, I have pink dots and I have green dots all over the place. Is that an element, compound, or mixture? The next picture, I have teal dots bonded to red dots. What would that be there? Element, compound, or mixture? Here I have purple dots that are not bonded, along with teal bonded to red. So what would that be? Here I have just some blue dots floating around there. Here I have a hodgepodge of different colors, but if you look, I have all those are somewhat bonded together. And then here I have all the same type of elements that are bonded together. So is that an element, compound, or a mixture? Thank you for watching.